Hello guys, Steven Ducks here. Welcome to this video, and today we're going to go over HKD and AMTD. Those two tickers have actually squeezed a lot of people and also the impatient short sellers. And let's go into those technical analysis and try to figure out when can you size in, when can you size out. And for this type of ticker like HKD, they are trading really low volume, so it's pretty much impossible to size in and size out, but there is sympathy play following along with it. So let's get into this topic. And before I start this video, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe, and let's get into it. So we have HKD and AMTD right here. Let's go through HKD first. So first of all, we have this Chinese stock that's on IPO, and after its IPO, it went from basically $10 to $2,600, right? It sounds pretty ridiculous. I have no idea why NYSE didn't really halt, give it a T1 or T12. Let's start from the very beginning. We have it ticker started spiking around 10 to 70, and normally after its IPO, after a massive run up, you can short into a push, risking the either the high of the bounce or the high of the run up. Either you short around 48, or you can short around 58, risking 75, or 48, risking 53. I would personally choose 48, risking 53. And after it breaks through that 53 area, you should exit your position and take a partial loss on it, or take a full loss on it. Then after that, the stock re-breaks that 70. There's no edge on that, so you cannot dodge the squeeze from 70 to 188 because there's no consolidation for it to risk into. So following to the next day, right here, if you take a look at it, so we have a massive run up into 260, and it came back all the way down to 140. Most of the time, stock bounces about 50 to 75% from the bottom, right? And it consolidates and fades under there. So if you really want to catch the momentum, you can short into the bounces around 203 or 230, and you have to wait until consolidation to add a little bit more in there. And since liquidity is really low, the spread is pretty huge, it's pretty much impossible to size in, and it really did not consolidate. The only consolidation you got is on the high of the day. You want underneath high of the day, and once that breaks through, that's pretty much no trade. You take a full loss on it. And then following into the next day, that it's testing the consolidation around $500 area. You can see 460-ish. Once it breaks 460, you take a loss on over there. Then that's pretty much it for the ticker. There's only about one bounce, one consolidation for it to risk into. All other entries, if you short around 1,000, you don't really have any consolidations. That's how you get squeezed into 2,600. And I see a lot of people making mistakes on HKD. Is because first of all, they're using market orders to get an entry, which it's pretty much not very ideal. When we're trading on HKD up into the 2,500, the spread is sometimes $300. So as soon as you get in, you will be down about 20-30% from your position. And HKD has been fading from the top day by day, and I couldn't really size into it. I didn't really gain any type of reward from the downside, is because the volume is only 50,000 shares a day, so that's impossible to size in. But on AMTD, this is a great one. AMTD does have a very large float, so that's good for shorting, and the initial market cap is also really big. So let's go into the intraday chart. AMTD was following HKD, but the flow is way too big, so it's impossible for the retail people to buy it up. And once you see the stock form its consolidation around $8, you short around that area, and then you just swing it down to the $2 area. But one thing you want to pay attention into is for these type of sympathy play, some of the play do follow the main play. Since most of the people can't really distinguish, okay, why is HKD going up and AMTD is going down? Well, first of all, if they do have very similar flow, yes, AMTD will follow HKD. But one of the HKD flow, I still up to this day I have no idea, but it's trading like it's have only 300K, 100K flow. But for AMTD, this one has, I believe it was 100 million. So there is dramatic difference compared to the flow on those two tickers. Shorting into AMTD will be much safer compared to shorting into HKD. AMTD is basically owns 90% of the HKD shares, and in terms of liquidities and spread, you can short into AMTD with much bigger reward, and also it's much easier to get an entry. So in the future, whenever you see the main play going up significantly, always try to choose the sympathy play that has the largest flow, as big as market cap as possible, and trading tons of volume. So when you have liquidity and range and large flow, it's much easier to size in. And I have made decent amount of money on AMTD. So that's pretty much it for those two tickers. Hopefully you can get a bounce short in the future on AMTD. The resistance area, the first consolidation is around 6. First one is 5, then 6 and 8. So the first resistance will be around 5. If we have any type of bounce short testing up into the 5-6 area, that would be a great short in the future. That'll be all for this recap videos. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one.